Hi Aces, welcome back to our Vegas Aces YouTube channel. My name is Angela Marie and I'll be your host for today. Some players try to walk away with more than just their winnings. In this video, you'll learn how dealers mark chip values, stop scam artists in their tracks, and stop players from turning pennies into payouts. One wrong move and a $1 chip becomes $25. But before we get started, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you'll always be notified of our latest videos and live streams. Now, on with the show. The last scam we're going to discuss is marking check value. First, let's go over what normally happens on a roulette table. Each player will have a different colored roulette chip with the minimum value of the table they are playing on. Depending on the casino, that minimum value may be $1, but in the past, it was 25 cents. If the player requests a chip of higher value, then the dealer will mark the check value by placing a colored roulette chip in the rack. The rack is a plastic container attached to the head of the wheel. After the dealer has placed that chip on the rack, they will put a lammer on top of it. The lammer tells us how much the chips are worth because, trust me bro, doesn't work on the casino tables. The lammer indicates the total value of a stack of 20. If the player requests $5 chips, then the dealer would place a lammer with the number 100 on top of the colored roulette chip, indicating that each stack of 20 chips is worth $100. It's imperative that the player color up their chips before leaving the table. The player should not leave the table with any roulette chips. As soon as a player has left the table, the dealer will take down the chip in the lammer and verify that all of the roulette chips are there and accounted for. Roulette chips typically have the table number marked on them. For example, if you see the table marked RO05, then you will see 05 on the roulette chip. It's helpful when the table number is printed on the roulette chips for the corresponding tables. Since each roulette table has the same number of chips and the same number of stacks, it's easy to look at the table and see if any chips are missing. Being able to verify that all chips are accounted for strengthens game security. Sorting machines weaken game security because it's difficult to verify that all chips are there and accounted for. If these procedures are not followed, then that leaves the table vulnerable to certain scams. For example, if a roulette player plays with blue chips at a value of $25 each. When they lose, they will leave the table, and shortly after that, another player will buy in requesting blue roulette chips. After playing for a while, they leave, taking some of their blue roulette chips with them. The second player will give these extra chips to the first player, who will then come back to the table with the missing chips, saying they forgot to color up. Those stacks of $1 roulette chips just turned into a stack of $25 roulette chips. It's important for the dealer to stop players from walking away from the table with their roulette chips. Remind players that once they leave the roulette table, their roulette chips become worthless. Players must color up to actual checks before leaving the table. If you are unable to stop the player from leaving, call your floor supervisor over and notify them of what happened, what color chips the players had, what the value of those chips are, how many chips they took with them, and a description of the player. One of the ways casinos combat this scam is by implementing a policy that if a player leaves the table with roulette chips and the chips are worth $5, then when that player comes back to cash them out, the dealer will only give them the minimum value assigned to most roulette chips, which is $1 per chip. It's a roulette fairy tale. Once those chips leave the table, their magic wears off. It's like Cinderella, only the magic ends not at midnight, but the moment those chips leave the layout. This will help persuade players to change their roulette chips before leaving the table. To avoid any confusion during break time, when going on your break, notify the incoming dealer of any higher chip values that are in play. Have you had a player try this scam at your table? What scams and cheating maneuvers have you seen on your roulette table? Let us know what you've experienced in the comments so we can share our knowledge with other dealers. Anyway, that does it for today's show. Thank you so much, Aces, for joining me today. And in the next video, you'll learn how to master essential skills like payout math, chip pushing, and snapping the ball through targeted practice techniques for every learning style. We have an announcement. We are currently hiring casino dealers and floor supervisors to write scripts for our how-to YouTube videos. We're looking for people who know how to deal craps, pai gow tiles, or big baccarat. However, we need scripts for any game we don't already have a course for. Email us a list of games you can deal, how long you've been dealing or supervising, and a sample of your writing to heather@vegas-aces.com. Bonus points if you can be an actor and/or deal the game in our videos. Must either be located in Las Vegas or have access to a casino that will let you film at their location. Just a quick reminder, Vegas Aces is supported by viewers like you. Donations make it possible for all of these videos to be brought to you for free. If you think this video is worth more than $0, then please donate the amount you feel it is worth by clicking the link in the description below. Do you want to see our content 5 days early? Subscribe to us on Patreon, where we give our patrons exclusive early access and coach new dealers on how to get into the industry. The folks on the screen right now are our Patreon producers. Every single name is a person in this world who supports our channel so that we can keep going. And we're so grateful to them that they've allowed us to go on this really remarkable journey. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this. If you can't afford to financially support us, then help us update our World Toke Board. This shows the toke numbers for casino dealers around the world, but we can't update these numbers if people don't contribute them. You can anonymously send us your toke numbers via our toke line or by emailing heather@vegas-aces.com. Also, if you liked what you saw, please remember to like and subscribe. Our business also helps casino game inventors with developing bringing their game, bringing their idea to fruition and onto the casino floor. If you have a casino game you want to develop, email us. You can find a link to our email in the description below. And if you're looking for even more content, check out our other videos here on the screen. We also offer interview transcripts, flashcards, dealer instruction manuals, the world's first toke board, and so much more, all on our website, vegas-aces.com. You can find all of these links in the description below. Until next time, stay lucky, Aces.